Hello everyone and welcome to round 2 of the Just Car Insurance Australian Drifting Grand Prix. We're at Queensland Raceway this time around and some of Australia's best drifters are about to battle it out to see who's number 1. The long run-up allows a high-speed entry to the outside clipping zone by the grass next to the wall. Drivers must then wash off a lot of speed with big angle and go to an outer clipping point before crossing over the dipper to another outer clipping point. The last left-hander has an inner clipping point before finishing, leaving the judging area after the cone.
Hey everybody, I'm Andreas, also known as Agus. I'm from Victoria, representing the Insane Drifters in this red 180SX. First got into drifting in 2004, just seen a couple DVDs and thought this looks pretty fun, I've got to give it a crack. So I went out and bought a 200SX and from there's history. Insane Drifters are been rolling together for about 6 years, just a group of mates. We tried to put the cars together to make them look presentable most as possible. We go out, we practice all together, we go to every race event together. We've lately got Just Cars Insurance come along. The 180 I bought quite standard and then did all the modifications myself. I built the motor at home with my dad. We've got the bigger gearbox and the TD06 turbo, which I love. And yeah, it's got all the good bits in it. And it goes well, it just makes over 300 kilowatts.
We're at the pointy end of the field now as we go into the top 4. Well, the first pair is Luke Fink versus Anthony Hectic Billick. Fink will lead on this run. Let's see what happens. The car has plenty of power, a lot of speed, throws it early. Billick has a much shallower line though and simply just isn't able to keep pace with Luke Fink, who is putting down another textbook run. Luke hits every clipping point, every clipping zone, and Billick simply just not able to keep up on that run. Okay, let's see what happens now with Anthony Billick leading. You can see that his car clearly has less power than the Holford's car, but Fink is driving with only 3 gears today, so doing incredibly well. And you can see drifting is about proximity and emulation, and Luke Fink has plenty of both. He is all over the back of Anthony Billick, and after the massive advantage he had on the first run, Luke Fink will have no problem taking the win in this one either. JB versus Agus now, Victoria versus Queensland. Josh leading in the GT Radio S15 Sylvia. He doesn't use a Scando on his entry, throws it in though, gets right on that clipping zone, but Agus has a shallow line. But what's this? A big straighten up from Agus coming through the dipper. Let's see that again. No excuses there whatsoever. Agus has come through the dipper, straightened up and hands a massive advantage to Josh. Messy run from Agus as he comes off the track at the end there as well. Agus leading now on this run. He has a lot of ground to catch up on. JB has a big advantage after that straighten. Agus, he throws it with a Scando out towards that outer clipping zone, nearly gets there. He's washing off a lot of speed though. He's starting to lose the drift and contact. JB smashes into the back of him. Let's see that again from the other angle. You can see Agus loses the drift, straighten up, and then JB's coming in hot, smacks into the back and gives him a wave of the sorry. But the judges have given the win to JB as Agus had already lost the drift before the contact. That means that Agus will be battling against Anthony Hectic Billick for 3rd place. He'll be trying for another spot on the podium after his 3rd place in the first round. Let's see what happens. Agus leads on this run. He is full throttle trying to pick up maximum speed for that entry. Billick though simply not able to keep up in his S13. Agus throws it. So far Billick just does not have the proximity that he needs, and he runs really wide there into the dipper, which forces him to lose even more ground. Agus gets a massive advantage on that run. Billick simply just could not keep up. Let's see what happens this time. Billick leading now. Agus will follow in the Just Car Insurance Insane Drifters 180SX. Billick throws it now towards the outer clipping zone, gets there a little bit too early, runs a shallow line through the dipper. Agus though, he's a lot closer to Billick than Billick was to him. It's a bit of a messy run from both drivers though, nothing special here, that's for sure. The judges though, they're going to award it to Agus as he got closer to what Billick did to him. Our final battle of the weekend, it's time to see who will take home the #1 spot in round 2 of the Just Car Insurance Australian Drifting Grand Prix. Okay, it's finals time now. #1 qualifier Luke Fink will lead against Josh Botcher. S14 versus S15. What will happen? Lots of speed. Luke throws it. Josh is able to hold there right with him. A little bit of a dirt drop. Luke's running wide here though, but Josh managed to stay with him, but he straightens up. What's happened there? Let's look from the other angle. You can see Luke very wide, but Josh has had some type of drivetrain failure. He's straightened up and he's not able to continue the drift. There it is. Not a great way to end his day, and Luke, he'll be unhappy to win that way, but he's going to get a solo run now, and I'm sure after missing the extreme entry competition, he's going to want to put on a show for the crowd. Let's see if he can do it. Lots of speed now. Throws it out. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's the backwards entry. Luke back on the gas. Hits the clipping zones through the middle section of the track. The fist pump in celebration. That is a perfect run. Luke Fink shows exactly how it's supposed to be done at Queensland Raceway. A very happy man. Well, here's how the top 10 looked at the end of round 2. If you'd like more results information, you can head to our website, AustralianDriftingGP.com.